holy smokes. So the quote-unquote conspiracy theory is actually a 3-year thorough investigation that was conducted by journalists that were working with genealogists. It was published in 6 issues in Faits et Documents. I'm sorry, my French is not that good, but they published 6 issues unpacking what they had discovered after a 3-year investigation. And here is what they are saying, right? So again, I'm going to say allegedly, but this is what they have published. Their theory is that the First Lady, Brigitte Macron, was actually born Jean-Michel. So Bridget is actually John Michael. John Michael lived as a man for 30 years, fathered 5 children, okay, and then transitioned at the age of 30 to become Brigitte. Okay, now I'm just gonna show you this before and after photo, just right here. They actually used, as a part of their investigation, Chinese software. And this is a side-by-side. It is such a dead ringer. It's crazy to me that you would not say that these 2 individuals look alike. This is potentially the same individual age. So on the left, what I'm showing you is John Michael. On the right is a photo.
Wow, guys, that's crazy. I mean, just look at that, guys. They don't even look like they have the same nose. I'm going to be honest with you guys. But that's crazy. They do look like they have like very similar features though. But I think it's very interesting the fact that Candace Owens brought this up. I personally don't agree with Candace Owens on everything, but I think this specific topic is pretty interesting because it does seem like the First Lady of France could be a transformer. And it's very sad and disgraceful because when you look at the Western world, it's not just France, it's also the US. Whenever you look at Michelle or Michael Obama and, Barack Obama, that was our transformer First Lady. And so it seems like it's a common thing. I don't know if it's some sort of satanic humiliation ritual. I don't know if it's if it's only because it's a part of an agenda, which we obviously know that's to be the case. But is it just because it's an agenda? Is it also a humiliation ritual? Is it a requirement in order for them to get into those positions? That I don't know, and I can't tell you, guys. But I think that there are definitely a lot of plausible theories to actually explain as to why a lot of our Western leaders are kind of with transformers. I think it's kind of weird and odd. Like, why aren't they just normal heterosexual individuals, heterosexual male and female who like one man and one woman together? Not polygamy, not transformerism, not alphabet community, but just a normal heterosexual male and woman. It's very odd and strange because I've noticed this trend and it's trending a lot throughout the Western world. A lot of different nations are having alphabet community members as a part of their leadership politically, which I think is absolutely incorrect. And if we want to be Christian nations, a nation that's blessed by God, a prosperous nation, one nation under God, I think that we should definitely have Christian leaders representing us, because at this rate, it's not looking too good, guys.
Of the First Lady, okay? Now, I will tell you why this has legs and why I'm going to encourage you to read the very long document that I read, which we will include in the link in bio. The first obvious reason that I am very much believing what they have published is because the First Lady is simply unable to produce any photos of herself throughout the first 30 years of her life. Guys, how easy to debunk this. If you say, Candace, no, actually, you lived as a man for 30 years. I lived for 30 years. I'm going to show you every photo of every year that I've lived. Here's me in college, right? Here's me while I was pregnant with my children. Here's me and my husband on our wedding day. There would be so many photos that Brigitte should have at her disposal if this is false. But they won't produce any. Nope, they're just calling everybody wrong and backwards and transphobic. Just produce the photos. Instead, the only photos that they have produced that are circulating in the media are the photos that I just showed you. And as I said, the first photo, she looks more like the John Michael, who she claims is actually her brother, who she won't just present to the public. If that is in fact your brother, please just go on a walk with him so we can capture it and say, no, she just happens to look like her brother. Here's John Michael. No, John Michael has disappeared. The genealogists just can't find a single trace of John Michael since Brigitte came into the...
That's very, very interesting. Certain people start to go missing. It kind of reminds me of Michael Obama, because if you guys see Michael, if you guys look at some of their pictures and videos, there's videos and pictures of their, let's just say, their male genitals that pop out in their very tight dresses when they're on stage, and you can actually see them hanging, and it's very disgusting and vile. But these are the satanic PDF files who control our nation. They're the people who control our world. They're very sick people, guys. And so I don't know if this is some kind of humiliation ritual again, or if it's some kind of stunt, you know, to just further the mass population to be able to agree with this alphabet community mafia nonsense. But it's just, either way, it's sick and twisted. However, whenever we do look at Michael and we look at their childhood photos, they're pretty much non-existent. And the one that do exist, Michael kind of looks like a Michael, not a Michelle. So it's very, very odd and interesting how there's kind of like this dynamic duo and comparison and similarities between Barack Obama and French President Macron. Why is it that they're wives, that there's no, you know, photos of them in their early childhood? And there's like maybe one photo, and in that one photo, they both look like boys. Like, that's really wild and crazy to me. But again, guys, the word of God makes it clear there's only male and female. There's no transformer. There's no the Apache helicopter. There's no whatever these people come up with, guys. There's only male and female. Everything else is delusion. There's only two genders. And I know people are going to say that I'm hateful and bigoted, guys, but this is what the word of God teaches. Facts don't care about your feelings. Stop trying to change the word of God and let the word of God change you. God said that he created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, not Adam with multiple wives. He didn't make Adam with Steve and Delilah and Lilith. No, that's satanic garbage, guys. God made Adam and Eve, one man, one woman, one wife, one husband. He didn't make one man with three wives. He didn't make one man with Steve. He didn't make one man with little children. He made Adam and Eve, one man and one woman. Stop letting Satan pervert the word of God and pervert the natural order that God has given us. This is why so many of you guys will go to hell unless you believe in the gospel of Jesus Christ. Because the reality is, guys, all these sick, twisted, disgusting, sinful lifestyles, guys, it all comes from Satan. It's a perversion of the creation that God has given us, of his true word and what he wants us to follow. So remember to always seek after Jesus Christ. Let's go ahead and get into this. And also, before we continue the rest of the video, please become a member of my Patreon if you haven't already. It's only $4.99, the price of a gallon of gas in America. Por favor. And it will help me a lot financially. And you can also go ahead and get free early access to content without ads. And you'll also get exclusive content that you guys can't get on here.
Public space at the age of 30. So John Michael existed for 30 years, according to the genealogist, okay? And then John Michael stops existing and Brigitte exists. But Brigitte doesn't exist for the first 30 years, okay? The second photo, the one that I said to you looked a little too recent for an alleged 70-year-old, well, yeah, they were able to debunk that. That's actually a photo of her daughter, her daughter Trefane. You can see now side by side. Of course, that is her daughter. It's a dead ringer for her daughter. So why would you colorize a photo and make it black and white and try to pass it as yourself when it is in fact your daughter? Now, I'm sure somebody will say, well, didn't come directly from the First Lady. It is very obvious that they are trying to dissuade the narrative by producing these two photos, which are easily debunked.
Wow, guys, that, I'm not gonna lie, is pretty wild. They're trying to make it seem like it's her daughter, or trying to make it seem like it's her, but it's actually her daughter. Oh, that's sketchy, guys. That's sketchers, if you ask me, guys. It's not she. Let me stop referring to his wife, transformer thing as a she. It's just, it's a he, guys. It's just, I don't know. It's just so crazy and satanic. There's so much gender confusion in this world. And that's what the devil wants. But the reality is, as born-again Christians, we do realize that it's he, she, male or female. That's it. There's no in between. There's nothing beyond. It's just male or female. Anything beyond that is delusion. So yeah, guys, I appreciate anybody watching this video. If this video was entertaining to you, if this video was edifying, please go ahead and share it with someone that you believe would enjoy it. Don't forget to smash that like button so the YouTube algorithm knows that you guys enjoy it. And subscribe and turn on notifications if you haven't already. But thank you guys so much for your support. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your opinions below. God bless you guys.